Alright, hello guys. You saw my last video just telling you about the marking gauge. I am now making a bevel gauge, and I've just finished milling up the actual angle, or the actual brass bevel part. So this, as you can see, I'm just polishing it up now so that you can see it's at 80 grit at the moment, so it's quite rough, but it does not take very long to get brass smooth. And I have pretty much just copied this old cheap one I had for size and shape, and it's a mirror copy pretty much. Just a few details on how I've actually done bits on this. What I had to do, I started off with a sheet of brass, and that is only ½ millimeter. No, sorry, 1 millimeter, and it's alright, but when it's this sort of thickness, it's a bit flexible. So I've actually clamped this up in my vise, just stood up like so in rough form, and actually soldered so it's all solder in between. That's 2 layers, so you see it's got a decent thickness, and you can't really tell that it's 2 layers at all. It moulds in quite nicely, and it's gone all the way through, which is great. I used plumber's flux in between the 2 layers, and then just heated it up and kept using the solder until it almost pretty much wouldn't go in anymore. You can sort of see on the tip where I haven't. Yeah, you just see that black line. That's just where I haven't filed. And I filed all the edges smooth. I've just been in and filed all the inside edges. I then, on the bandsaw, I've obviously gone round, got close to my line, and then I've come away and filed the round, and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. In regards to the slot, again, not very hard at all, just a bit of lateral thinking. I've done a groove in this piece of MDF, which is the exact width, just slots in nice and snug and butts up to the point at the end. So I've done one slightly longer. It just took me 2 seconds to route it on my router table, and so yeah, then I stuck the piece in there, put stop blocks in, just nailed them on so I knew they were where I put the marks. So I put the marks in, tacked it, put the marks in, tacked it. So it's, if you put screws in, you can sometimes, because I'm going into MDF, it'll sometimes lift, and then once you tighten it down, it'll move ½ millimeter off your line. So I like to, when I'm doing templates and things, I like to brad nail it, especially if it's just things like this where it's first time. I will, if I'm going to make some more of these, because it's not been, but I'll order obviously the right thickness, but I've just done with what I had. So yeah, that's pretty much the process. Now I'm just going through wet and dry grits to get it to a nice polish, like what's on my marking gauge, and you can see it's a few little scratches on there, but I need to polish that up again. But that's mirror polish. You see me on. But yeah, and I just use my little router on there. But I've got an end mill in that from it's a CNC end mill. I just thought that'd be better, and I don't think I've actually got any router bits with actual cutter in this that bridges the centre gap. So I had that 8mm end mill, but it's made a really nice job of that. I was thinking about drilling 2 holes and hacksawing with one of those, but I fought against it. Glad I did. Now all I've got to do is make the wooden part, and I'm going to be doing some brass inlay on that as well, just for kicks. I haven't done brass inlay, so I'm just going to do. I might just do like the corners or something. Wood I'm thinking of using. Well, Sapeli's a bit boring. I'm a bit bored of walnut, but it would go quite well with the brass. The Binger is an option, but I'm just wondering whether burl. I'm just thinking it might shift it around a bit too much. Well, if anyone has any ideas for a nice wood that will go with mirror polished brass, give me a shout, and then on my next one I'll either purchase some or find some, and I'll make one in that. But I'm gonna make another one, and I'll do a video of the full process of me making it. Just trying to see if there's any wood that would go nicely with it. But I've got, I guess, even a few different woods with some veneers in there, just to highlight bits. But yeah, that's that. I'm just going to make the wooden handle for that. Just to show you, I'll show you the original handle. Here's the original handle, and it should work in here. Be a bit tight. So here we got. This is just a Bakelite, cheap Stanley one. So we can get that to go in. Yeah. Oh, going in. Yeah. I've actually put it in the wrong way around, but you get the idea. And that folds up into there, like so. And it's quite good as it is, to be honest. But I don't like this handle. It tends to, this type of handle doesn't really work for bevel gauges, just because of the fact of I can't now put that up against a piece of board, and you can't tighten it up in such a way that, so you have to be in a situation where you can do that, and that is very, very rare. Even if I have this on the other way around, it still manages to tighten up exactly to where that ends up. Very annoying. So that's why, mainly reason why I'm making my own, because I know I can make it better. And the colour scheme of that I quite like. So I might be doing walnut, maybe with some maple veneers in it. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.